Today I choose to follow you.
Good morning. It's Friday, the 29th of October, and I trust you're looking forward to an awesome weekend. We've got a teenage camp taking place this weekend, and so we're very, very excited for the ministry opportunities and potential. We're praying that it's not going to be a good camp, it's going to be a godly encounter for those teenagers. But this is Coffee with God, Friday morning. Trust that you got a decent cup of coffee with you, and turn to Luke chapter 9. Lukas hoofstuk 9. Awesome cup of coffee. I've already had a couple this morning, but this is still a nice cup of coffee. Luke 9 verse 2. Lukas 9 vers 2. 6 days later, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John and brought them up on a high mountain by themselves. And it goes on to say he was transfigured before them, and he met with Elijah and Moses on the top of the mountaintop. But the important thing is he took Peter, James, and John up onto a mountain by themselves. And sometimes we experience mountaintop experiences with God, with Jesus, and he takes us aside, and it just seems an awesome encounter, a close, intimate, personal time, out of the rush, out of the busyness of life. And it just seems as if the Lord slows everything down, and we have this amazing encounter visit with the Lord where he makes himself felt and real and present in our busy lives. And firstly, two things I want to share with you this morning. Firstly, we're not made for the mountaintops. We're made for the valleys. We're made to be down in the busyness of life. We can't live excluded, secluded, up on the mountaintops the whole time. In fact, if you carry on reading chapter 9, when the four of them go down into the valley, the disciples are busy battling to cure a father's demon-possessed son, and he's exasperated because he brought his son to them and they can't heal him, and Jesus has to step in and set the child free. The point is, you and I, we're made for being down in there where the need is, where the people are demon-possessed, where the people are being attacked, where the spiritual warfare is at its most intense. We can't exclude and seclude ourselves. We're in the world, although we're not of the world. So the mountaintop experiences are the moments of rest, the moments of relaxation, and the moments of restoration with God, I almost want to say. But our lives are not made for that. Our lives are made for the humdrum, for the busyness, for the being involved in people's lives, setting them free, bringing a word of encouragement, ministering with, getting involved in the cycle and the pace of life. So what are we to do on the mountaintops? Well, secondly, the second point I want to make is we're not to analyze and come away with a 3-point plan or a 3-point message or a 5-point application of our times on the mountain. The times on the mountain are just to be, not to learn, not to gain new insights. It's just to be, because it's those moments that the Lord uses, those close, intimate, quiet moments with him, where he shapes us, where he forms us, where he molds us. Dis waar ons wording plaasvind, nie ons lering nie. Ons leer in die samelewing, ons leer daar waar ons besig is, elke dag leer ons lesse en ons groei uit ons ervaring. Maar daai geleenthede waar die Here ons een kan vat en waar hy stil met ons werk, it's where we're just to experience and to let go and let God. So in moments of intimacy with God, it's those moments where we put the pen and paper one side and we stop taking notes and we just bask in his presence, bask in his working into and over and with us. And so I pray that you will encounter the Lord in a mountaintop experience sometime during the weekend, or possibly even in next week. But as you go up the mountain, as the Lord, read again what it says. 6 days later, Jesus took with him He took with him. Now he had 12 disciples, but he took with him Peter and James and John and brought them up on a high mountain by themselves. And when the Lord takes you and he calls you by name and he says, Sean, I want you to just come apart and be with me. And I want to just pour out. I want you to experience me in a way. They see him transfigured. They see him speaking with Elijah and Moses. And it's not about them. It's about him and them experiencing what's happening to him. And sometimes the Lord pulls us out and he says, Sean, I want you to experience my relationship with God. I want you to just experience the Holy Spirit's working. I want you to just experience being with me, seeing me do what I do. And as you do that, put the pen and paper down. Stop making notes. Stop learning a lesson. Just experience and just be. And that's so important. Sometimes when we spend time with our children, we always want to be teaching them. We always want them to learn a life lesson. And we need to learn. Sometimes we need to just be. Just be with your children. And tell your children to just watch dad having fun. Don't learn something. Don't just enjoy being in this moment together with mom and me, or us as a family. So take your foot off the gas, take your foot off the petrol, take your foot off the accelerator, and just freewheel a little bit. Wind the window down, let the wind blow in, and just take in the nature, just take in the scenery, and just be. Stop rushing, stop racing. Go up the mountain as the Lord takes you, and allow him to reveal himself, allow him to be himself, and then allow him to shape you and to form you without you taking notes and learning a lesson. Let God just mold you. And that's my prayer for this Friday for you, that the Lord would take you at some stage up a mountain by yourself. And obviously, it's a figurative mountain. It's not a literal mountain. But I trust that you will spend some time with the Lord over this weekend. If the Lord blesses you and you can get to a church service, please be of service. Come ready to share. Come ready to give something. Remember, you're not a passive recipient. You're an active participant in any church service where God is working. He wants to work through you as well. Have a wonderful weekend, and may the Lord richly, richly bless you.